Good morning, IHSA football family. How you guys doing? It is time now for a lovely video on YouTube, approaching that 1,000 video, by the way, so it should be fun. But this is little topic that was raised, subject to me by a bunch of different high school coaches and parents as well. A lot of parents, actually. I don't know why they don't read the bio, but it's in the bio as well. But there was a clinic. Someone was throwing some BS lies about what they do and all that other stuff, but we're going to do this then. What does deep dish football do? All right, so here we go. As many people have known, deep dish football started in 2015 with Publisher 1. I am Publisher 6 right now. Started in 2015 just to get a group of coaches that were very angry with what the system was. And the system was being, especially with recruiting writers in the state of Illinois, certain recruiting writers and publishers in Illinois State, so-called experts that never played or coached the game before, and their message boards and their forums and all that type of BS. It started with the pipeline of information being absolutely thrown into the trash, and high school coaches wondering what the hell was going on, because they said they sent their information to recruiting writers. Recruiting writers said, oh, well, we'll give our stuff to the coaches. And then questions were asked to college coaches, are you getting the information from this writer? And they would say, no, we're not getting any information. And there's been a lot of recruiting writers that haven't sent their information that coaches have requested. And they've said that they give their information free to college coaches, which was an absolute lie. An absolute lie. Deep dish football was started off that. Also because of forums and message boards and all that other stuff of just BS rumors and lies. We had we actually had one message board particularly go through a lawsuit because of a lie that was published. And in deep dish football fashion, it was basically a time that coaches took back the ranks, and it has worked. And the major thing for deep dish football is the main thing. The main thing right now is just one phrase and one key phrase only. Recruiting is 100% free. Do not pay for recruiting services. Deep dish football is not a pay-for recruiting service. It is a blog, a free news blog. It also talks to coaches. In fact, spring evaluations, I've talked to numerous college coaches. They pay me absolutely zip. Parents pay me absolute zip. For articles or anything like that. And people have asked me, well, how do you pick a kid for an article? If I see a team that I haven't interviewed a kid recently, I will find this one of their top players to interview. That's how I search for an interview. I want to bring exposure to the whole state of Illinois, and that was the main thing with deep dish football, because literally other writers, it was basically Chicago, Juliet, and that's it. Done. In the trash, that's it. Deep dish football was the first in the state of Illinois to bring full state coverage. And when I mean full state coverage, I mean full state coverage 1-8 to 8-8. And this is not a bragging deal. This is not a bravado. Ha 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 ha. This was a thing. If you're going to say you're going to cover the state of Illinois, you cover the state of Illinois 1A to 8A. 1A to 8A. Have there been hiccups? Yes, there's been plenty of hiccups. But a lot of high school coaches have warmed up with open arms, and again, deep dish football started basically with 12 coaches at that time. It's now just me as a publisher, because people now are starting to get a deal that recruiting is free. You don't have to pay for a recruiting service. Sports writers, including me, do not matter. The relationship between the high school coach and that player and that player's family is the most important thing in recruiting. So that's what deep dish football does. It's a free blog, does articles, you get a little ad revenue from it, which is probably about 25 to 35 cents a day. I'm making the big bucks. And again, it's also I give information to college coaches, and they invite me for a couple rounds of drinks. Of course, I drink water or a meal or that, and just talk to them about players that they should be interested in. Now, what do I charge because of my service? Besides that, one of the things that I do is, which doesn't happen rarely, it happens rarely, maybe once or twice a year. Maybe 3 to 4 times now. I'm sorry. I'll do 3 or 4 times now because it's changing. The recruiting landscape is changing. I will talk to a college team. I'll talk to a college coach, and college coach will come up to me because this is my foray. They will have me investigate parents and that said recruit to see if he would be a perfect fit for the team, or if he is a PR disaster, or is he hiding some type of secret that would hurt a football team. That goes into my foray as well as scouting as well. So that's the only thing I charge for, and then probably like 3 to 4 times a year. It started off early where it wasn't that much, but now it's becoming very popular now because college programs want to know what families they're recruiting, and that's the most important thing. Now, as Publisher 6, I was named in 2016. I'm a former coach of Westmont High School football, a JV coach, a horrible JV coach, a horrible offensive line coach, a pretty good defensive line coach, and I will admit that. And again, I started in 2016, January, it was January in 2016. This is going to be my last year as publisher of Deep Dish Football. Just to make sure everyone knows that. Again, I got to keep telling this to people. And I have had a lot of people, well, you're looking for clout, social media clout. No, I'm done. Social media, I'm done. I'm done with the whole thing. There will be a new publisher, and I think you guys are going to love this publisher because I think he's more media-driven than I am. He's a lot better with grammar, a lot better with social media, a lot better with a lot of things. And you guys are going to love Publisher 7, no doubt about it. His name will be revealed later on. I also do YouTube videos, recruiting, scouting as well. Again, free. And again, I depend also on donations and tips via PayPal link below on the deepdishfootball.com. I probably average about, I'd say average a year now, I'm at probably 150, 170 a month if I'm lucky. I've been lucky these past couple months, and again, these pay for the bills and all this other stuff. This glorious camera, this microphone, this thing. I had to do a few fundraisers as well. So again, I'm not swimming in the money. Trust me. But I have been asked, when will I do a showcase? I have asked numerous times to try to get a showcase together. I couldn't do it. It was just too much money, and it drove up the cost on the kids. I can't do it, and it is what it is. And Deep Dish Football, one of the big things that I was told when I was named publisher was call people out on their bullshit. I know I've been called, abrasive, attacking people on social media. It has to be done. We have to put people in their place. And these are the people that are the scam artists. They're taking money. They're double dipping in profits. And when I mean double dipping is they're selling recruit links to the college coaches, and then they're charging kids to look at articles. There's no paywall on deepdishfootball.com. That pisses me off too when I see double dipping. I don't like double dipping. I don't like triple dipping. When you got showcases, you got 5 effing showcases in a year. I think that's absolute BS. And this being my last year, and I got about 8 more months as Deep Dish Football publisher. You're going to be seeing more videos. I'm going to piss off a lot of people, no doubt about it, but it has to be said. It really honestly has to be said. And again, the main thing I stress with hardworking parents and kids, recruiting is free. And again, I've also been doing free recruiting advisement sessions. So if you're interested in doing a free recruiting advisement session, please go ahead. Email me, CoachBigPete@fp@gmail.com. It is absolutely free. It's a free recruiting advisement session. That's all it is. It's free. FREE. It's free. Simple as that. And again, I've been lucky to have so many connections through media, college coaches and high school coaches even before. And like I said, I was not interested in high school football at all before 2013 until my buddy was a coach at Westmont High School. He got me interested back in high school football. I knew nothing of this crap that existed. I thought recruiting services, pay for recruiting services, were a thing of the past. I only watched college and NFL football. I was pissed off at high school football, but I come to this realization that there are paid for recruiting services. It's the 8th week of my first season, and I see letters to kids, and it's a paid for recruiting service, and I'm thinking, what the hell? I thought these things were gone. It's a scam. Pay for recruiting services are a scam. Middlemen are a scam. Do not pay for recruiting services. Fill out the free recruiting questionnaires on college teams' websites. Follow Peter Roll on Twitter. He is a scout for national preps. Fill out the his recruiting survey for national preps. Also, follow Brian Alt of Catapult Sports. Fill out that free recruiting survey. Again, these are two people you need to know. Not Peter Roll. I said his son's name. Chris Roll, former head coach of Lake Park. Chris Roll of National Preps. That's his name, Chris Roll. Please fill out his free recruiting scouting survey. Brian Alt, Catapult Sports. Fill out that recruiting survey. They get paid by college teams to scout. Check it out. Also, and again, like I said, the main thing that we talked about, and we talk about this with media and what Deep Dish Football does is we also call out some of the media. And the Central Illinois media, the Southern Illinois media, the Southside Chicago media have been awesome. They've been great. They're unbelievable. But there's some media that they just don't get it. They just don't get it. The main thing is this, and we talk about respect the game. We talk about pay for recruiting is an absolute scam. Recruiting is 100% free. And the third thing is this: these are minors playing football. There should be no shit talking by adults on forums and that crap, or talking about coaches' livelihoods. It's absolute BS. That's been a huge problem with high school football. Huge problem, and I've been a victim of multiple assaults on a forum when I was coaching at Westmont High School when I had cancer. Some asshole decided to leak my fucking health information on there. So that's why I'm not a big fan of message boards or forums. And I literally did not know anything about high school message boards or forums till the second week of my first season coaching, when my buddy, aka Coach Sybil, told me there was a message board for our high school football conference. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? And he said, they talk about high school football. And I said, who talks about high school football? He said, mostly adults, former alumni. And I said, is that the biggest cesspool thing you ever heard of? And he said, they also have a thing for the state of Illinois. There's a bunch of different message boards. And I looked at him and I said, what the hell is going on? Literally, what the hell's going on? I played football 2000, 2004. I never even heard of this type of crap. You have adult men talking crap about teenagers. You have adult men, the biggest, I hate to say it, group of pussies that talk crap about coaches to get them fired on media, on the social message boards and that. I even did an experiment. I have a thing on Reddit. I have a thing of rules. It's on Reddit. That's a little bit of like a message board. And I was seeing if could anybody say anything negative. I've had a few negative comments where I've had to delete. And it shocks me at some people just what the hell comes out of their fingers when they're on a keyboard. Literally. And it's fucking disgusting. Apologize for the language. I'm sorry. But that is what Deep Dish Football does. That's why I do it. And the main thing is it's respect the game. It really is respect the game. This is a football game. These kids are minors. We should be talking about their injuries. This is not the NFL. This isn't college football. This is high school football. These kids want to have fun. So, and some of the pre-week stuff, do I act like it's a game? Yeah. Act like it's a bigger game than high school football? I do. And and I even admit it's kind of bullshit the way I do it as well. But it's just like a lot of people don't understand that these are kids. Literally, I literally have a piece of paper right now. It's in a thumbtack where I do my shooting that reminds me every time that I'm on doing videos. I have a piece of paper that says, these are kids. These are not adults. These are kids. They just want to have fun. Simple as that. Thank you so much. And again, my email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. I'm still looking for advertisers and sponsors. You're going to be seeing a lot more videos from me, a lot more rants as well. But this was just a little bit of a thing because it was a little bit funny because I got a lot of calls from high school coaches talking about what the hell's going on with a certain clinic and a speaker. But again, this is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football. Make sure you follow me on Coach Big Pete on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. If you like the work, feel free to leave a tip. If you don't like the work, I apologize. And again, recruiting is free. That's all you need to know, and respect the game. And again, still doing free recruiting advisement sessions. If you're interested, in my email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. This has been what does Deep Dish Football do? Because I've had a lot of questions about that. And again, I don't charge college coaches. I don't charge parents. I don't do any of that stuff. The only thing I charge for college coaches, and it's very rare if they ask me, can you do a little bit of an investigation on a parent's social media thing, kid's social media thing, character-wise and all other stuff. But again, Deep Dish Football is a free resource. And for the next publisher, who is going to be more involved, who's got better grammar and better diction than I do, he's going to kick ass. He's going to do a much better job than I am. But this is just the start of a few more videos that I'm going to do. I'm going to do some more rants. I'm going to piss off a lot more people. But hey, it's got to be done. And this is my last year, so what the hell, going out for banging it. And should be fun. Thank you guys so much, and have a lovely day.